We've reached our destination. I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
Bear in mind, the core of Rena now sits above us. I pray that we won't encounter many stairs. Now or never.
Orochi Fury! Swallow Dance! Dragon Swarm! Can't get out of this!
Oh, this is gonna need all of us together! The flashing parts are our weak point! Here! By the power! Together!
Be still!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Ready to roll! More with that
Force Blast!
There!
Come on,
Go, man! You got this right here!
Burn!
Charge like that can easily be faced.
Just as well, I'm
These
here to
fists
stop.
has got your name on them! Now I can carve through armor! I'm not done!
A shame to see you get
Blazing
killed.
Flame! Lava Super Swallow
This
Dance!
one's mine! Where are you going? Thunder Field! Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too!
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renasalma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renasalma's here, right?
Just don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrect 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renis Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
Hi, Hoodle!
Flaming thrust! Void flash! Burn! Slice! Soda!
Freezing storm!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
They may let you go! But that's
Not today!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
I'm not done!
Resurrection! We'll get you, Jess!
Pieces!
Freezing storm! You get you, Jess!
Mirage! Vacuum blade!
Corruption! Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Forgive you!
Plasma shock!
Don't mind if I do! Ready!
Burn! Inferno punch! Take this! I'll smash you!
It's a duel beyond! Far enough! Now!
Be still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Whoa, this is amazing.
You always get excited when you find something good.
We should hurry and get this stuff processed.
I won't forgive you! I never miss! Immortal drop!
Here I come!
Let's tear him up!
Take this! Freeze laser!
Can't get out of this!
Hit
Hit him with her!
Got it! Outstanding form! Now let's dance!
Plasma shock!
Heavy pull! 7 Hey! One at a time!
Now I'm in
I'll
the
stop
groove.
its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Heavy pull! I never miss!
Plasma shock!
Savage roll!
Talon storm!
Nothing gets by me!
All flames trying to be cured to be let free!
Flame between
Ignite!
heaven and earth!
Talon
Aware!
Plasma shock!
I'll crush crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Solid hurricane! Demon's descent! Flashing fang! Must be easy to pick off the bad guys from far off.
It is. I mean,
Gotta break through!
Crumble! I can carve through armor!
Slap the shock!
What's this?
Rain down and purify.
No further!
It has some kind of counter on instant. In here.
Talon
Gemini
Hawk!
Aqua. In there with the
I'm on it!
Lightning.
I'll tear you apart!
Where are you going?
To be let free!
Divine streak. I can do this all day.
I'm on a roll now!
Far beyond the darkest sky. Lightning. I call upon
This
thee.
one's for you, Gas!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Freeze
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
These sticks have got
Got
your
it.
name on them!
Leave it to you!
Shining supernova.
Plasma shock!
Air thrust.
Take this!
Burn in hell!
Roll now! I can carve through armor!
It looks like you got this one up in the sky. I never miss.
In a vine?
This one's all mine! An astral arm?
That's my cue. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. That's no ordinary enemy I see over there. Gotta break through! Lightning thrust! Right hand! Void flash! Strike! Void
Don't
flash!
mind if I do.
Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. You got flyers.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle
I'll
it.
take you all off. All yours. Strike! Void of flame inside me. Here.
Crazy blast.
Let's coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Let me show them what my arm
Lightning
is.
shock.
Rise and swallow you.
Anything in order!
Burn in hell.
Leave the enemy cards to me.
Smash you! No complaints here! Denied!
Here goes.
Blazing flame.
Now I'm in the groove!
Freezing storm.
Plasma here.
Don't mind if I do.
This one's all mine.
Tempest whirl. Here's a whirl.
Burn in hell.
Quiver flash.
Coyote.
I'm just magic is there. Holy roll. Marksman handle.
Rip and tear!
I never miss.
Yours to be let free.
Whirlwind bullseye, Dion! No!
Get out of my sight line or you'll get teared up playing around.
Right, sorry, thanks. I
Outstanding
can
form.
carve through armor!
Plasma
Freeze,
shock.
Gemini Aqua. You get the gist. Air by the counter.
Void flash. Not today.
Power of water.
Solo dance!
Plasma shock.
Supernova. The water creates
Now you're talking!
dance immortal doublets. Time for the healing art. Magic is there.
Far enough!
Plasma shock.
Now I'm in the groove!
Do without
Where are
this
you
pain.
going?
Prepare to be seen.
Radiant
I
pierce.
have no limits. Plasma
Lightning
shock.
again.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
See that?
That training's paying off.
Let's wait astral energy. Round up, lads.
Coming through. Scarlet Inferno.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it. An opponent like this should be easy. Burn in hell.
I can carve through armor!
Plasma shock.
Blood split!
It can hide itself. Amazing. Strike. Void flash.
see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Magic
Inside me, yours to be let free.
What's this?
By the power of water! This one's mine! Lightning cascade! It looks like you've got this one covered!
Save you!
Ready to go!
Try harder. Far enough.
None shall escape my judgment!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Now! Shion! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Barely a blip on our radar.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Dragon shell!
Burn!
The flame inside me, yours to be let free.
Airbnb! My spec! Fantastic! Great!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! I'm surrounded!
First strike, Soda.
Dragon shell! Burn!
Do it. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Nice one, Alphin!
Yeah, there's more where that came from. Gotta break through. Plasma jump.
Ready to go!
I'm on. Soda.
Ready tornado!
You picked the wrong fight.
Now you see what I can all finish you
Here I
right
come.
now!
No escape.
Do it!
Going in an instant. Impact block.
They got me wrong! This one's for you, Dad!
No,
We got the advantage!
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Law's on!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll be better. You picked the wrong fight.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
A whirling crush now!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again.
Little help! I'll bring you down!
Take this! I'll finish you here! I can shatter any steel!
Not dream! Now!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
See that?
That training's paying off.
They've got me surrounded!
Here! Now!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Reinforce the leveling!
Now I'm real mad!
Enemies incoming!
The flame inside me.
Didn't
Here.
take them down!
Free. Burn in hell.
I'm just getting started!
Our expert will bring you down!
Eat
Do it! The home stretch, guys!
More
What she said. Keep calm and take them down! That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get all that?
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. My turn.
Vanquish darkness!
You're mine. Point flash.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
More.
May 1,000 gales carry you to the
Eat dirt.
Back into the flame! Magna Ray!
Be still.
Dragon
Point
shell!
flash.
It was nice while it lasted.
Point flash.
Leave the enemy's arms to me!
No complaints here!
Kisara. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Not a chance.
Rain down!
Plasma shock.
Dragon shell! I'm just getting started!
In an instant. Impact block.
A whirling struggle!
Take this.
Instant! Winds of heaven! Magna Ray! This one's mine!
Dragon shell! Armor won't save
Do
you!
it! Magic is astral energy!
Say no more.
I need to be stronger.
bring you down.
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Here, let me have.
Gale Force!
Tectonic Pod!
Land in your hand!
Okay, here I go.
Air thrust!
Force Slash!
You get the dish. Lunar
Now,
collision!
into strike! Force Slash! Dragon! Ready and
Keep
ready!
charging us!
That's what my
Now you see
shield's
what I
for.
can do!
Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'll finish you here and now!
Shock!
Talon hurricane!
This one's all mine. Ignite!
The enemy is showing all out!
That's
Divine
Burn!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Blazing Blade!
Gale Force!
Take this! I'm not done!
That'll bring you down.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Eagle Assault!
I'll be saving this one!
You're out! Plasma Shock!
Lightning Orb!
Dragon
Where would that came from?
Doubly! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Nothing gets by me.
Blazing Blade! Now you see what I can do!
Raging Cascade! I'm not so good with airborne targets.
No further!
Plasma Shock!
Flying Blade!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Wow. Look what I just found.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Get lost.
Plasma Shock! I'm on!
Need to pull myself together.
Force Slash!
Let's tear him up!
I'll shoot them out of the sky.
Blazing Blade! I'm on a roll now!
The flashing parts are weak points.
Amazing.
Not today!
Lunar
These
collision!
fists have got your name on them! This one's for you,
Blast
Dad!
the
I'll
shot!
finish you here and now! Force
Raging
Slash!
Cascade! Take
Blast!
Chain
No
between
further.
heaven and
Plasma
earth!
Shock!
Death Blossom! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dark wind!
Let me help.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
I'm ready!
Plasma Shock!
Lost!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
So, did you like my boost art?
Yeah, it was off the charts!
whirling struggle. That'll bring you down. First force.
I'll take you all off!
Now you see what I... I'm on a roll now!
Let's get you off.
Dark
Now. Here's
Yes.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you. Feel. You're really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
Now I'm in the glue!
Eat dirt. Gale force.
You're
Now.
Still!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to...
Let's dispose of the trash.
Where are you going?
Denied! I'm on a roll!
Outstanding form.
I can carve through armor!
Go for the weak point.
This one's all mine!
Blazing
Got it.
Let loose!
Now's our chance.
Burn it up! I'm on a roll now! Watch it!
Void flash!
None shall attain between heaven and earth.
I'll finish you here now!
Lightning.
Dance!
Feel.
Lightning struck!
Let's get you off the
You're mine!
I'm trying! I'll smash you!
Shining supernova.
Where are you going?
Free!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'll finish you here!
Be still!
Super swallow dance! Can't get out of this! Eagle
Now.
Live up!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case. Right, here goes!
I'm on it!
Ready to go.
I'll tear you apart!
Lightning orb.
Void flash! Mirage! Flash the shot!
I'm on it!
Astral energy.
Hey, when did I get so popular? Flying free! Why can't they just fix it now?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner
You
said
picked the
than
wrong
done.
fight!
Eyes on the prize!
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Done! I'll leave it to you!
In a vine?
Energy. Magic is
Now,
in.
while it's reeling!
Take it down.
I'm on a roll! My armor is all mine! Now you see what I can do! I'm on a roll now!
You picked the wrong fight!
Air thrust.
Flash the shot!
Dust to dust!
Glacial steel. Here's the evil. Confiscated. Freeze
Now I'm in
Lancer.
the groove.
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds.
Blow away!
Nail.
Flash the shot!
These fists have got your name on them!
Spread. Glacial steel. Here's the evil. Freeze Lancer.
Prepare to be seen!
That'll bring you down. Pain between swords. You get to
Eat
get
this.
out. Frozen.
Hammer!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Right,
Here's
here
the
goes!
healing art.
No further!
I need to pull myself together.
Flash the shot!
Glacial steel. Here's the evil. Freeze Lancer.
Denied! Now you see what I can do!
I can't hold on much longer. One more time.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Radiant report. Freeze storm. Hot tornado.
Try harder! Flash the shot!
Atomic charge. Thanks, Kisara.
Watch it!
It's time!
Firmament render.
You picked the wrong fight!
Swallow dance!
Flash the shot!
I'm on a roll now!
Let loose!
Radiant now.
Totally! In an instant! Impact claw!
I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Linwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants. How it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, What is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danon and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's Great Spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
So fine not too long ago.
Come and face me!
Blazing flame! You're on!
I never miss!
Armor won't save you!
This one's all mine!
Here's a healing arm!
These fists have got your name on them!
Ignite!
Leave the sword and stop!
One
your
day
eye!
escape my
Quick
zone!
escape!
Can't it?
Away!
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
Here I hope I was improving.
No,
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon storm!
no, magic!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.